Alright, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got a one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Sports Heroes Multi-Sports Solo Edition that we're going to be getting into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That will make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and be live. Also mention no printed accessories, link down in the description. Pack number one. Good luck, everybody. Ferguson Jenkins, 2 of 9. Shedeur Sanders, 4 of 5. Dual Auto, Jim Cat, and Tony Oliva, 4 of 10. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have either of those two guys. Mike Schmidt, 5 of 8. Raleigh Fingers and Trevor Hoffman, dual auto, 14 of 20. Dennis Rodman, on card inscribed, 78 of 100. Devontae Adams, 15 of 15. Ozzie Smith, 23 of 35. Don Chaney, 8 of 35. Thurman Thomas, 1 of 4. Jose Cardinal, 1 of 1. Paul Krause, 14 of 35. Robin Yount, 11 of 15. Mark Brunell, 3 of 8. Jim Everett, 11 of 15. Rod Hullett, 5 of 6. Terrence McKinney, 15 of 15. Cheryl Miller, 7 of 9. Vinny Testaverde, 13 of 35. Richard Dent, 3 of 4. Larry Nance Sr., 6 of 15. Barry Sanders, 3 of 5. Dan Marino, on card inscribed, 77 of 100. Tom Glavine, on card inscribed, 83 of 100. And final pack of the break, pack 25. Ronnie Coleman, on card inscribed, 83 of 100. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you all so much for being part of the break. As always, we'll go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second and take care of our 2 randoms. This break 32, it is. That is correct. For the hits, Ferguson Jenkins, Dennis Rodman, Devontae Adams, Don Chaney, Cheryl Miller, Barry Sanders, and Dan Marino. Mike Schmidt, Ozzie Smith, Jose Cardinal, Paul Krause, Mark Brunell, Jem Everett, and Larry Nance Sr. Shador Sanders, Thurman Thomas, Robin Young, Rod Hullett, Terrence McKinney, Benny Testaverde, Richard Dent, Tom Glavine, and Ronnie Coleman. And headed to random.org. Dual autos for Jem Cat and Tony Oliva, and Raleigh Fingers Trevor Hoffman. Alright, that is it for Multisport. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. But first, we're going to head to random.org and knock these 2 out. We'll be back then in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Going to roll some dice. Going to be 3 high to be valid for us. We're going to go 4 times on each random, starting off with the Raleigh Fingers and Trevor Hoffman. That is 3 times. Final roll. Trevor Hoffman with the win. Congratulations. And Jem Cat, Tony Oliva. Final roll. Jem Cat with the win. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for Multisport. We'll be back and give or take 5 minutes with 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got a one case of 2025, a Leaf Metal Pop Century to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save it to the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks, and let you know if we go live and if you're live. Also mention no credit necessary for link down in the description. Box number 1. Nick Carter, press proof. And printing plate for Kate Beckinsale. Dave East, 2/5. Jimmy Walker, 2/2. Pearl Mystery Redemption for the Mystery Redemption spot. And Efren Ramirez on card inscribed. 93/150. Vote for Pedro. Box number 2, Selma Blair and Johnny Whitaker. Joe Gorga, 15/15. Mackenzie Phillips, 8/20. Jamie Presley, 1/1. And Jenny McCarthy, 1/2. Box number 3. Benedict Cumberbatch. Andrea De Matteo. Chris Kirkpatrick, 1/1. Edward Furlong, 4/7. John Carpenter, 6/6. And William Shatner, 1/5. Box 4. Jimmy Walker and Josh Radnor. Keith David, 2/10. Thomas Ian Nicholas, 7/8. Sally Kirkland, 1/7. And dual auto, Al Pacino and Stephen Bauer. Boom. 1/1. That'll be headed to random.org date of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have either of those two guys. Tracy the Doc Curry and Molly Ringwald. Paul Anderson, 1/1. Heather Thomas, 9/10. Summer Rae, 3/7. And John Schneider, Catherine Bach, Tom Wopat, 3/5. Triple auto. That will also be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those 3. Skeet Orich. And printing plate for Melissa Barrera. Mike Mylock, 25/25. Adriana Barbell, 3/3. Lara Flynn Boyle, 4/7. And Kevin Bacon, 1/3. Box 7, Lorraine Bracco and Jamie Presley. Tom Sandoval, 9/20. Elijah Wood, 1/5. Sid Croft, 5/6. And Kelsey Grammer, 1/1. Box 8, Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon. Deviante Gadaganter, 14/20. Matthew Lillard, 3/8. Lou Diamond Phillips, 2/2. And Cillian Murphy, 1/1. Charlie Sheen and Marina Bakarin. Engelbert Humperdinck, the GOAT himself. Robin Thicke. On-card inscribed from Michael Douglas, 54/100. And Rosario Dawson, 5/5. And final box, the break box, number 10. Good luck, everybody. Will we have more pop in the future, in the near future? I hope so. It's just really hard to find it these days. Plus, 2026 pop is right around the corner. That's releasing in probably around late March to April, I do believe. Lauren Sorrentino and Jerry Mathers. Oriani, 7/7. Tom Arnold, 1/6. Nancy Kwan, 15/15. And Margot Robbie to close us out. On card inscribed, 18/50. Boom. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you all so much for being part of the break. As always, go and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our 2 randoms. For the hits, Dave East, Mystery Redemption for the Mystery Redemption spot, Efren Ramirez, Benedict Cumberbatch, Andrea De Matteo, Chris Kirkpatrick, Edward Furlong, Heather Thomas, Adriana Barball, Elijah Wood, Gina Davis, Deviante Gadaganter, Cillian Murphy, Charlie Sheen, and Engelbert Humperdinck. Nick Carter, Kate Beckinsale, Jimmy Walker, Johnny Whitaker, Joe Gorga, Mackenzie Phillips, Jamie Presley, Jenny McCarthy, John Carpenter, Jimmy Walker, Josh Radnar, Keith David, Molly Ringwald, Paul Anderson, Melissa Barrera, Mike Mylock, Laura Flynn Boyle, Kevin Bacon, Lorena Bracco, Jamie Presley, Kelsey Grammer, Matthew Lillard, Lou Diamond Phillips, Marina McCarran, Michael Douglas, Lawrence Sorrentino, Jerry Mathers, Oriani, Nancy Kwan, and Margot Robbie. Selma Blair, William Shatner, Thomas Ian Nicholas, Sally Kirkland, Tracy the Doc Curry, Summer Rae, Skeet Ulrich, Tom Sandoval, Sid Croft, Susan Sarandon, Robin Thicke, Rosario Dawson, and Tom Arnold. And headed to random.org. Dual Auto, 1 of 1, Al Pacino and Stephen Bauer. And Triple Auto, John Schneider, Catherine Bach, and Tom Wopat. Alright, that is it for 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Women of Sport. That'll be coming up in just a few minutes. Gonna get that set up and good to go. But first, we're gonna head to random.org and knock these two out. Back to that in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be your high to be valid for us. We're going to go 9 times on each random. It's going off with Al Pacino and Stephen Bauer. That is 8 times. Final roll. Al Pacino with the win. Congratulations. John Schneider, Catherine Bach, and Tom Wopat. That is 8 times. Final roll. John Schneider with the win. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for Pop. We'll be back in just a few minutes with 2025 Leaf Metal Women of Sport. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025, a Leaf Metal Weapon of Sport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save to the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know if we go live and if you're live. Also mention no purchase link down in the description. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. On card inscribed, Cheryl Swoops. 143 of 150. Toby Fournier, 1 of 1. Zakiya Johnson, 5 of 10. Vashti Cunningham, 1 of 1. Naomi Osaka, 1 of 8. Harmony Turner, 1 of 1. Bella Meir, 1 of 1. And Cheryl Miller, 1 of 1. Box number 2. On card inscribed, Kate Harping, 38 of 100. Grace Knox, 1 of 1. Jenica Lewis, 1 of 1. Katie Dennebeer, 1 of 1. Madison Connor, 5 of 6. Esri Martinez, 2 of 3. Dominique Malaga, 1 of 1. And Kaylin Chen, 7 of 7. Box number 3. Liz Kitley, 3 of 7. Georgia Moore, 3 of 4. Olivia Miles, 2 of 5. Cameron Brink, 1 of 1. Reagan Smith, LFG, 1 of 1. Miara O'Neill, 3 of 5. Jeanette Lewis, 1 of 5. And Sophie Cunningham, 2 of 5. Box 4, Kim Mulkey, 1 of 1. Hannah Cavender, 1 of 1. 12 gauge, Paige Van Zandt, 3 of 4. Farrah Walters, 1 of 1. Howdy Crooks, 2 of 8. Paris McKenzie, 1 of 1. Grace Knox, 1 of 2. And Cameron Brink, 1 of 3. Box 5. On card inscribed for Toby Fournier, 162 of 199. Should be the last of the on cards. Malaysia Fulwiley, 1 of 1. Sarah Bacon, 5 of 5. Cheryl Swoops, 1 of 1. Vanita Crouch, 4 of 10. Monet Davis, 8 of 8. And Haley Van Lith, LFG, 6 of 10. 12 gauge Paige Van Zandt, LFG, 4 of 4. Box 6. Dominique Malaga, 7 of 10. Bella Sims, 4 of 6. Olivia Rothfeld, 6 of 10. Katie Ledecky, 1 of 7. Anissa Morrow, 4 of 7. Lisa Leslie, 4 of 4. Cassidy Cook, 6 of 6. And Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Miller, dual auto, 2 of 2. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have either of those two ladies. Brandon Chastain, 1 of 1. Esmeralda Martinez, 7 of 8. Lexi Hall, 1 of 3. Jacqueline Cavalcanti, 1 of 1. Maddie Scher, 1 of 7. Emily Bissoir, 2 of 10. Ella Beaufait, 1 of 1. And Diana Taurasi, 6 of 6. Box 8. Cynthia Cooper, 5 of 10. Anissa Morrow, 4 of 4. Ava Hunt, 4 of 4. Bellamere, 3 of 4. Misha Tate, 1 of 6. Morgan Stickney, 2 of 8. Asia Sivka, 7 of 8. And Toby Fournier, LFG, 7 of 8. Box number 9. Casey Smith, 7 of 10. Madison Booker, 1 of 1. Misha Tate, 1 of 1. Sophie Cunningham, 3 of 4. Caitlin Sermonara, 4 of 5. Vashti Cunningham, 1 of 4. Katie Dennebeer, 1 of 1. And Kayla Harrison, LFG, 4 of 4. Well, that's going to be a nice one. Box number 10. Final box of the break. Wow. All right. Good luck, everybody. Cheryl Miller, 1 of 5. Haley Van Lith, 3 of 5. Kate Harping, 1 of 1. Diana Taurasi, 1 of 1. Olivia Miles, 3 of 4. Kate Martin, 4 of 4. Marley O'Day, 1 of 6. And Hexad, Cameron Brink, Camila Cardosa, Alyssa Peely, Nika Moole, Esmery Martinez, and Kate Martin, 2 of 3. Sextuple auto. Boom. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you all so much for being part of the break. As always, really do appreciate it. Forward to having you all back in here sometime soon. We'll have more of this up and running. Just a second, we'll get a hit recap going, then take care of our 2 randoms. For the hits, Cheryl Miller, Bellamere, Harmony Turner, Grace Knox, Esme Martinez, Dominique Malaga, Cameron Brink, Georgia Moore, Hannah Cavender, 12 gauge, Paige Van Zant, Farrah Walters, Audi Crooks, Grace Knox, Cameron Brink, Haley Van Lith, 12 gauge, Paige Van Zant, Dominique Malaga, Bella Sims, Brandy Chastain, Esme Martinez, Emily Biswar, Ella Beaufait, Diana Taurasi, Cynthia Cooper, Anisha Morrow, Ava Hunt, Bellamere, Asia Sivka, Cheryl Miller, Haley Van Lith, and Diana Taurasi. Naomi Osaka, Jenica Lewis, Katie Dennebeer, Madison Connor, Caitlin Chen, Liz Kitley, Olivia Miles, Miara O'Neill, Jeanette Lee, Kim Mulkey, Paris McKenzie, Malaysia Fulwiley, Moni Davis, Olivia Rothfeld, Katie Ledecky, Nisha Morrow, Lisa Leslie, Cassidy Cook, Maddie Scher, Jacqueline Cavalcanti, Lexi Hall, Morgan Stickney, Misha Tate, Kayla Harrison, Casey Smith, Madison Booker, Misha Tate, Caitlin Sermonara, Katie Dennebeer, Marley O'Day, Kate Martin, Olivia Miles, and Kate Harping. Vashti Cunningham, Zakiya Johnson, Toby Fournier, Reagan Smith, Sophie Cunningham, Sarah Bacon, Cheryl Swoops, Bonita Crouch, Toby Fournier, Sophie Cunningham, and Vashti Cunningham. On card inscribed for Cheryl Swoops, Kate Harping, and Toby Fournier. And headed to random.org. Dual auto. Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Miller. And Cameron Brink, Camila Cardosa, Alyssa Peely, Nika Mull, Esme Martinez, and Kate Martin. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank y'all so much again for being here on a Thursday morning. Really do appreciate it. Look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. We're going to head over to random.org real quick and knock these two out. Back with that in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. Gotta be through how to be for us. Gotta go 9 times on each random. Starting off with Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Miller. That is 8 times. Final roll. Lisa Leslie with the win. Congratulations. And Cameron Brink, Camila Cardosa, Alyssa Peely, Nika Mull, Esme Martinez, and Kate Martin. That is 8 times. Final roll. Cameron Brink with the win. Congratulations on that. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank y'all again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having y'all back here sometime soon. And until next, everybody, have a great rest of your Thursday and lead into the weekend.